If you're an international or working mom with a nanny or an au pair, you know that your nanny isn't just help. She actually plays a very important role in your family and most importantly in your child's life. And as most nannies, your nanny probably loves your child deeply and they have built a strong bond. But maybe you've had those moments where you're watching them play and your child actually stacks two blocks onto each other and your nanny just bursts into applause. Good job, bravo, good girl. Or perhaps your son or your daughter fell and she immediately would pick them up and saying, don't cry, you're a big boy, be brave. This often just comes from a place of pure love. And because in many countries, and it doesn't depend where she's from the Philippines or Kenya or Brazil, I have seen that this warmth is expressed actually through this praise and the emotional outburst. And as a Montessori parent, you might just be thinking, well, but I want my child to learn about their feelings. I want them to be proud of themselves, not just waiting for a clap or for praise. My name is Maria, and I'm a mom of three, a global nomad, and international Montessori trainer. And my team and myself, we have been privileged to train over 400 nannies and au pairs and parents in over 15 countries across Africa, Asia, Europe, and the United States. Today, I'm going to give you the one phrase that changes everything. It's actually the bridge between the traditional caregiving and your parenting and Montessori goals. Let's get started. In my Montessori nanny training courses, I often see the following situation. Our students, so nannies, and it doesn't depend from which country, it's always the same. They have to submit different videos of their practical life activities with the children. So, for example, they teach them how to peel a banana. And in almost every video, there is this moment when the child succeeds in a task and the nanny says, good job. And most of the nannies actually, they think that this is what good teaching and good caregiving would look like. But here's the shift we have to make. When we say good job every time that a child does something, we actually turn them into praise junkies. So they stop actually looking at the banana they just peeled. They start looking at the nanny's face to see if they won the prize of her approval. Yeah. And we want actually to move the nanny from just judging the results to observing the process. So how to do that? What is this phrase? It's actually a simple and very powerful phrase that works in every language. It's I see. That's it. So instead of saying good job, you say I see, and it moves us from judging to being a witness. So when your nanny says, I see you used many different colors in your drawing, she isn't just telling that the drawing is good or bad, but she's telling the child, well, I pay attention to you. Your efforts actually matter. And this applies to emotions too. Yeah. When a child is sobbing because, for example, their cracker broke, and a nanny says, boys don't cry. Well, she's trying to be helpful. She wants him to be strong. And she does not know that she's thereby reinforcing stereotypes and teaching the child to hide his feelings. In our trainings, then, we would teach the nannies to say, I see you're sad. Well, that cracker broke and you wanted it whole. I understand. So when a nanny makes that shift, something actually magical happens. The child stops screaming to be heard because they feel seen. Yeah? And the big boy doesn't have to hide his heart and his feelings. He just learns to recognize and to manage his strong emotions step by step. I want to share what happens in our nanny trainings when we talk about this important topic of recognizing emotions and talking to children. So we had recently a student, her name was Mary, and she sent a video of a 2-year-old transferring the beans, so from one bowl to the other. In the first week, I really saw her hovering over the boy and every 5 seconds saying, well, you're almost there, keep going. And the boy was completely distracted and could not finish the activity. Then she moved from encouragement, actually, the I see sentence. And the boy just finished the activity. She observed very calmly. And she managed then just to say, well, I noticed you transferred all of the beans. And in the video, I really saw this boy's face being so proud. Yeah. And being just very proud of what he accomplished and not being just happy about the praise. But happy about being seen. Yeah. So he was very proud and confident. And this is actually the Montessori shift we want to do. So it's not about changing the personality of your nanny, but upgrading her tools. Yeah. Teaching her that silence and observation are actually much more strong than clapping or praising. Now, as a busy mom, you don't always have the time or the energy and the teacher voice kind of to explain the neuroscience of intrinsic motivation, how to talk with children when at 7 a.m. in the morning, you're just rushing to a meeting. Well, sometimes it's hard actually also for a nanny to take that feedback from her employer. And I know that from our own experience. It can actually feel like a criticism. So when the nannies, they join the training, they join a community and they hear it from a specialist and from a neutral person, the trainer, they actually can accept that more easily. And they realize it's not about just them being a babysitter and a caregiver. It's about them playing a very important role in your child's education. So today you can try this. The next time your nanny just claps, good job, you can gently model. Say, wow, I see you put all of those blocks back into the basket. And you can see whether your nanny understands the difference. Yeah. And this is exactly what we teach in our trainings. We want you to stop micromanage every interaction of your nanny and really want the nannies to take that initiative, to take the guesswork out of the childcare and to give them the confidence to be actually an educator and not only a caregiver. You can click below in the link on the description and you'll find more details about our courses and how to help you to bring the Montessori pedagogy into your home independently where you're living in the world. We have courses all over the world and also online options. See you in the next video.